Hello and good evening, everyone. Today we have an interview session with teacher Doria to ask her opinion about counseling in education. Okay, first of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Mariliana, and my group member is Shafiq Izatul, Shafika Edwin, Anastasia, and Emilia Bubin. Okay, we first continue with question one that will be asked with Shafiq Izatul.
Okay, hello, Miss. Okay. My first question is, may you introduce yourself, Miss?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to this session. Okay, let me introduce myself first. Okay, my name is Doria Ananoris, and I'm 32 years old this year, and my race is Iban. I'm graduated from Institute of Teacher Education Rajang Campus at Bintangor, and currently I'm teaching at SK Lubo Assam Julau since 2017, and I'm majoring in Iban language. My minor subject is Pendidikan Seni Visual and Pendidikan Jasmani. But at school, I teach Malay language. I teach Science DLP, Pendidikan Jasmani, Pendidikan Seni Visual, and Iban language. Yeah, so that's all about me.
Okay, let's proceed the next question, Miss. Okay, what do you understand about counseling in education?
Okay, so counseling in education, for me, it's about providing assistance and guidance to our students or providing advice, and we assist our students in the process of their educational plans, or we help our students to identify potential career paths based on their skills. And for me, counseling in education is about guidance lah. We guide our students in various aspects regarding their education or their study.
Okay, let's continue our interview session with Anna.
Okay, Miss, I want to ask you a question. Do you ever do a program or an event that related to counseling in school? If yes, can you tell us about the program?
Okay, since I'm one of the warden or discipline teacher at my school, so at the moment I have conduct some activity related to counseling at our school, such as I give some briefing to my students almost every week. Since like if I have some advice to tell to our to my student, or if there is if needed, okay, if needed, I will conduct briefing session with my students after their night study, almost every week. Yeah, and currently, I think a week ago, before school holiday, we have this program named "Say No to Cigarette" or "Vape at School." Okay, and then that program conducted by our counseling teacher, and I am one of the participation, and I participate at that program since I am one of the discipline teacher. So that program is what we call that program. We how to say that mendedahkan. Okay, we tell our students what is secret, why they cannot involve, or why should we tell them about that program. So that is one of our way to prevent them from taking cigarette or vape. This is one of the program that I participate, and some program that I conduct related to counseling in school.
Okay, that's good to hear. Next, what is your theory and method that you use to help your client in the counseling session in school?
Okay, honestly, counseling is not my major, and I'm not majoring in counseling because I am is one of our as a teacher. okay, as a teacher, even if we did not take this course at IPTA or any university, okay, but we as a teacher, at the same time, we as a counseling teacher, okay. So for me, I use reverse psychology. Have you heard about reverse psychology before? Reverse psychology. Okay, reverse psychology means that technique that including the assertion of a belief or behavior that is opposite to the one desire. Okay, reverse psychology is means that something that opposite, something that opposite. This is a manipulation technique. For example, I told my students like this. Okay, this is one of the example. Okay, okay. Don't do your homework. In my classroom, I always tell this to my students. Okay, don't do your homework. Never mind. You will get zero in your exam. I told my student like this. And if they understand what I'm saying, uh, by not allow them to complete their homework, they will understand and they know what I mean. What I mean is I want them to complete their homework and to hand over their homework at the right time, by the right time. I told them, but I use reverse psychology. I told them, okay, never mind, don't do your homework. Okay, but uh, this reverse psychology, we can use it. I think for primary school maybe it works because our primary students, they are different with secondary students. Okay, they're like what we not allow them to do, they will do it. Okay, if they are not allowed to do that thing, they will do that. So this reverse psychology, I think it works with primary students. Or else, other example like, okay, don't eat vegetables, you will get sick. Okay, if we tell our student like this, they will eat that vegetables. So that is reverse psychology, opposite meaning. I use this technique and it works with my students.
Okay, thank you. Now I will pass to Emilia.
Thank you, Anna. And the next question is, what your challenges to become a counselor in school?
Okay, my biggest challenge is actually our student is uh, sometimes they challenge our patience. Okay, sometimes I burn out, sometimes I lost my patience, but I never do things that progressive to my student. Don't worry. Okay. One of the challenge is putting personal judgment aside. Okay, when we become a counselor in school, okay, we must putting our judgment, our personal judgment aside. Okay, you need to be fair with our clients, with your clients. Our clients is our students. They are our clients. And then, to become a counselor in school, we must setting relationship limit. For example, if you have your son or your daughter or your family at that school, just make a gap with your students. Okay, just think that they are your students, not your family, and you need to be fair. So that I think that is the most challenge thing to become a counselor in school. Burnout is the most challenges thing, I think. And then it's difficult to work with people, with different people. It's kind of challenging things.
Okay, the next question is, in your opinion, why does the student have to give a cooperation with the counselor during the counseling session?
Okay, for this question, not all students will have to give a cooperation with, but some students, they have their ego or their different mindset. Okay, some students, they are from different backgrounds, different family backgrounds, they have different behavior. So some of them, they are too hard to understand what they cannot do or what they can do at school. And then they believe what they believe. They believe what they believe. Means that too hard to change their behavior, which they carry along from home. So we at school, we just do our job to teach them, to guide them in the classroom. We do our job to guide them. We just do what teacher can do at school. I mean, what I mean is, just do your job as a teacher. That's all I can say about this now. Because some students, they are different. Uh, it's too hard to make them understand. Make them understand something that I think some student is, they know that thing is wrong, okay, but they still do it. So I think we just do our job as a teacher to teach and guide them, whether they accept it or not. I don't have exact answer for this question. Yeah.
Thank you, teacher. And I pass the next question to Shafika.
Thank you, Emilia. Okay, Miss, my question is, in your opinion, what does the student parents' acceptance towards counseling in school?
For now, our student parents at school, they accept anything that good for their for the kids. Yeah, they just follow the rules for now. Yeah, that is my answer for this question.
Okay, the next question is, are counselors' job in school is heavy?
I can't say counselor's job in school is heavy, but for me, as long as you know what are you doing, it's not that heavy or it's not that difficult. As long as you know how to handle your students, how to handle the parents, how to handle the rules, as long as you know how to manage your students, as long as you know what you are doing, I think that's not that heavy.
Okay, thank you, Miss. The next question is, I pass to Mary.
Okay, thank you, Shafika. All right, Miss, I will continue with question. Do you believe that every problem is come from the student itself?
Not really come from the student itself. As I said just now, some of our students, they come from different family backgrounds. They come from different surroundings. Some of our students, as far as I know, some of them, they have family problems and they have their personal problem. So that thing, okay, this problem will affect their behavior at school. So I don't think this problem is coming from the student itself. It coming from their surroundings, their family, their friends, and everything. So these things will affect their behavior at school, be it positive or negative.
Okay, Miss. Okay, for the last question, as a teacher and a counselor, are you play a strict character in this school or in your school?
Not really strict. Okay. With my primary students, I make friends with them. At school, we as a teacher, we cannot just too strict with our students, especially at primary school. They are different with secondary school. At secondary school, maybe we can just handle them the same with adult person, orang dewasa. But at primary school, we cannot do the same thing because our primary students, they're still a kid. Okay, although they are year 5 or year 6, nearly to become teenager, but we cannot just too strict with them. So for me, I just make friends with them, understand what they want, understand what their problem. Okay, because if we too strict with our students, you just make them hate you. Yeah, this is the reality. If we just too strict, we cannot understand their character. Okay, just be friends with them, and just at the same time make a gap too. Okay, you as a teacher, and they are your students. Okay, and then just be friends with them. They will comfortable with you. If your student comfortable with you, you will understand what they want in their life. So for me, I'm not too strict. I'm just be friends with them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Doria, for having us in an interview session. Okay, that's all from our group to ask your opinion about counseling in education.